kicking for 10 seconds. There we go. You're right, guys and girls. Welcome back. It is today, Thursday, the 29th of July, 7:41 at the time of this video. And we are just doing a quick video on this one here. We're going to be taking a ride around London. Now, this is pre-recorded, the video itself. That's why I'm doing the commentary over the top of it. Now, obviously, it says this event, it's an event that you can choose to fly around London, and they have all these historical buildings that they've put there in Flight Simulator for the Xbox Series S or Series X. The X is going to look fantastic, by the way. I saw some video clips on it, and the buildings, the geometry looks a hell of a lot better. Not much difference, though, between the Series S and the X. Obviously, the PC, the big beast, you're going to get a lot of sort of graphical settings and twists that you can put on your graphics card and all that, make it look better. Anyway, so located along the River Thames, roughly 50 miles from North Sea, London is the capital of the United Kingdom, and it's the largest city with the foundational roots stretching back roughly 2,000 years. So 2,000 years. So what we're going to do now, right, so obviously it's kicked in, right, is we're going to see all these like historical buildings. Now they've got the O2 Arena just there, right bang, where that little river goes right round. You can see it, that little white building. I think that's where James Bond, World's Not Enough, I think, was actually done. Yeah, World's Not Enough was actually done. The one where James Bond basically, he's supposed to have messed up his shoulder, and he was hanging from I think a hot air balloon or something, and it blew up, and basically he had to let go, and he dropped right on top of the O2 Arena, which I think was wasn't it called the Millennium Dome before? I don't know, it might be a different one, because it's like a dome shape. Alright, so I do actually go past a lot of buildings. I don't know every building in London, because I've been there a few times, but I thought I'd fly around just to get used to it and all that. But they've got a lot of buildings. You've got Buckingham Palace, which is where the Queen normally lives and all that, in her palace. And then you've got Kensington and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I could find Kensington Palace on here. I don't know whereabouts that is. I might have to have a look from Kent. I'll put like a coordinates, and I'll do a coordinate sort of thing soon. So anyway, we've got all these buildings. The One Park Drive, which apparently they've got all these like little locations that you can put down. Obviously, the buildings, when you go buy them and stuff, like you fly by them, they just kick into it. Oh, we've got, what's that? CITI, whatever that is. I have no idea what that building is. If you guys and girls live in London, let us know and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff here. I'd love you guys and girls to get interactive. Let us know at what part of the time of the video it is. And what buildings you actually see in front. If you know the buildings, or if you work there yourself and all that, let us know. I was trying to find the thing on here as well, some navigation systems, but I couldn't find any and all that, because I was trying to look for the ones where I can freeze up the screen. I might actually do a different video where I'm freezing it, because I wanted basically to pause the menu, but for some reason when you're doing a search or flying around, you can't stop it for some reason, or pause it for a minute, so I could get the drone out and then just get closer to the buildings and get around. Because I think this is to do with the update sort of thing. This is the the UK England update. I think it's number 3, I believe, which has got Northern Ireland. It's got some buildings from Northern Ireland. They've actually done some of the geometry. Oh, there's what's that building there? That big bridge. Is that bridge a Tower Bridge? I've no idea if that's Tower Bridge or not. Oh yeah, and there's the Shard there. I think that's supposed to be the tallest building in London. I don't know how much it is to go up there, to travel up there, but me and my mum last year, back in 2020, we went there for like 2 or 3 days, and there were all these other bridges there as well. Actually, we did go across one of the bridges. It was right next to the wheel, the London Eye, and obviously you got to pay now on a computer, so you have to have the money on a card to actually pay it for it and stuff. Like most stuff nowadays, it's all done on bloody cards and stuff. I always like paying for cash, so you can't really just go in there, pay, put money into the machine and then get a ticket that way. And also you have to book in advance, I think a couple of days in advance, or a few days before you could go on the London Eye, which with what's going on in the world right now, I think, yeah, is kind of a bit strange though. But I'll tell you what, I do love this. I love the clouds. The clouds look awesome. Actually, I don't know what plane I was using. I can't remember what plane I was using now. I think it was one of the planes that was actually sort of selected for me. So this one, you couldn't change the plane. You can't actually change the plane at all. It was. I mean, it's a good plane. I like it anyway. And let me just turn this down slightly on the plane. So, back here, I think. Yeah, back. But yeah, the planes. I don't know. It's like this plane's good. I mean, this is good for sightseeing at least, anyway. And look at that. Look at all the grass, the foliage. I'm going to be doing tons and tons of videos on this. Now, this is about a 48-minute video. Why is it counting down to 46 minutes? That's a bit strange. Oh, is it because the video that I'm playing? Ah, okay. So, yeah. So the video that I'm actually playing. Oh, so I can select. I can go forward a little bits and stuff on here on OBS, so it allows me to do it on the video then. So yeah. So if I wanted to select it and go back to certain parts of the scene, so actually, if I can I actually pause that video? Yeah, I can actually. Oh, so on OBS then, if I wanted to, I can shorten it down and just show you guys and stuff like. But I think we should be alright for a couple minutes, just allow it play on. But anyway, look. Alright, so let me pause it back here, sir. I mean, look at that beautiful, beautiful scenery there. Look, that is an awesome scenery in itself. I mean, you got those buildings. This is running on the Xbox Series S, guys and girls. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, obviously, well, it would be, I believe it. And also, this plane is the ASXGS plane. I think it's one of those, like, sort of, like, exploring style planes. I have no idea, but look at the inside as well. Oh, it's a CT Supralight. CT Supralight. And look at the buildings to the left. Look at it, amazing. And oh yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Pause it here a second. We have, what's that stadium we got here? Actually, I do actually go down and fly down. And I fly all the way around. I mean, the clouds look amazing, by the way. Okay, so. Okay, so I have to try and get round. So. Nice little football stadium. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful football stadium down there. That's incredible. I mean, that is incredible in itself. Alright. Anyway, so we go around here, flying all the way around. And, so what we've got now. Alright, so. And all these, like, little points as well. These are called points of interest, guys and girls. So that means those are interesting areas that you should explore when you're coming to London or you're flying around London. And you can pause it as well on certain areas. I think there's certain areas where you can pause and you can bring out your drone and you can do like a drone look around the area. So basically it's really good for exploring. But anyway, I'll be back in a second, guys and girls. I'll let you watch this a minute. and be right back in. Right, so guys and girls, here's a lovely, I wouldn't say it's a lovely view, but we will come back round in a minute to have a look. This is Buckingham Palace. This is actually where I went with my mum on, I believe, the third day as we were just coming back from London. And because our hotel was slightly, I'd say our hotel compared to, right, so basically you've got that area here. Our hotel was somewhere down towards the right side of the screen, so it had been over that direction. So hang on, see if I can. So as I fly around, so yeah, so there's a gate. Hang on, so if I can pause that a minute. Okay, so basically down at the bottom here, just below the plane, there's that little, right, so you've got that red area, right, you've got that little red area, there's actually a little walk path, and there's a little fence, little gate you can go into, in between the red areas, and it leads to a footpath. If you go down below the screen, just where my Anthony Kenneth Bishop name is, you go right round, and you go all the way to the left side of the screen where that little clock old speed thermometer is, just above my actual name. There's actually a hotel. There's quite a few hotels down that area, and they lead off. There's a lot of shops down there, and also I believe there's actually a museum next door, near the Buckingham Palace, where you can go in, you can see all these like sort of not museum and such, but it's like all the royal pictures, family pictures and all that, all proper authentic real pictures of the royal family, of all the stuff going back quite centuries and centuries ago, and it's pretty cool, very good stuff. But yeah, they got that little statue in the middle. I got my picture, and then you've basically, I think the front gate is just in between that round circular thing. I think that might be the front entrance where the royal family comes out, and they go down that long road, that red road area, just above that little round circular statue in the middle. I'm not too sure because I don't know much, but I've seen a few videos on TV about it, where the Queen. So basically, so we've got a bit. Right, so we've got all the cars that comes up. So right, so we've got the red road where that yellow car is at the bottom. Not down that road, but the one to the left. That one, it's on the side, diagonal, on the like a sort of thing. So go on the side, just where that little tree is at the bottom, where my name is. That's the road it goes along. You go all the way. There's a little path you go down, and it has like a little fence gate. So you go through the gate, you come through here to Buckingham Palace and all this kind of stuff, and it's loads of trees around there. You've got like loads of stuff. They've done an amazing job on this, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let's go right around. And there's the statue. There's the beautiful, beautiful statue there. So yeah, I mean, for what they've done with Flight Simulator, they've done an amazing job on it entirely. There's a lot of, like, you've got Stamford Bridge. I have no idea where Stamford Bridge is, actually. I don't think I went over that part over there, but as we go, we've got, right, so here we go, hang on. So, right, so basically, just above my camera on my webcam above, there's this little path here, what I'm pointing to now, this little path. Now that path goes all the way to that right side of the screen. And then there's like a little sort of gate you go through. Loads of people come through all the time. I don't know if they've actually done the statue anyway. That's water as well. They've got like a little fountain there. They've got like statues there. If you've never been to England before, or have never been to London, do come to London at some point. It's an amazing city. They've got lots to see down there. I haven't even explored like 2% of London. That's how big it is. Anyway, so it's amazing. I've not really been across the entire lot. I mean, look how big the city is. That it's an amazing, massive city in itself. So massive indeed. And I'll go back over so you guys and girls can get another look. Anyway, so this road here, where I'm going towards now, I think this is where the royal family goes to in their car and stuff, and they go right round. St James's Palace. What's St James's Palace? I have no idea what that is. Is that like a palace? Is that something to do with the royal family? I have no idea, because I'm still new to myself and all that. We've got Westminster Bridge. That's where I walked to. That's where I actually walked to. And with my mum across the bridge. And that's also, I believe, wasn't it Westminster Bridge also where they had those people drive bloody off about a few years ago, about to try and bloody drive everybody off the bridge or something, until they put boulders there now, which is a good thing, because you don't want absolute idiots going around trying to run people over like they did a few years ago and back. Like, again, they didn't know if it was a terrorist attack or some shit going on at the time. But this area here, getting to the London Eye, this is where me and my mum was actually gone to. We actually stood there. There's like a little building down there where you can get your tickets. So basically, where that little white thing sticking out, you got that little building round the back. There's actually a little walk thing. You go straight down to the rooms. You can also, there's like a little tiny little bridge that you can walk up and into one of the buildings to get your tickets and stuff. It's not too bad actually. They had like the TV crew down there, and lots of people doing videos and trying to get people on. I will have to go back here at some point, because I do want to go on to the London Eye at some point, and maybe even take you guys and girls with us and all that. But it was amazing time for the 3 days and all that, because when we went to the hotels, the what's it called, the air conditioning in there was amazing. Like, 1 minute it was so warm in there because we had it on and stuff, on and off, and we could put the air conditioner on. Next minute we put it down because it was too bloody warm. It was getting hot in there. It was like 90 degrees or something in it. It looked like we'd come out from Spain or something. So I put it down to like a bit of cold air in there. Next minute I was like sleeping through the night. It felt like a fridge, literally like a fridge. So But it was amazing. It was actually amazing because I didn't like it too hot. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm trying to sort of like... I'll tell you what, they've done a great job though, altogether with the details of it though. I mean, come on, look at that. They've done an amazing job of how... And look at the shadows as well. The shadow on the wall of the, like, London Eye, you can see there, is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow. And they got the boats there as well. And then there's West... is it not Westminster Abbey, is it? No, not Westminster Abbey. It's Buckingham Palace's thing next door to the Buckingham Palace. You've got basically, because it's been Tower Bridge, they've actually got the Houses of Parliament there. So that's where they have all the debates and the rows, and where Boris Johnson does all his like little bits and bobs. But look at that. Hang on. Wow, look at the detail on that. You can see where they put all those little pods on, and it's all going right round and stuff like it. It looks incredible. You can see it moving as well. Oh, hang on. That's Hungerford Bridge. So that's Hungerford Bridge. That's another bridge, that one. So I go all the way round. All the way round. And they've actually put a lot of buildings in there. I mean, you got to give them. I mean, obviously, it's not the greatest detail for the Xbox Series S, but don't forget, guys and girls, it is only a £250 console, or a $299 console if you're in America or something. So about $300 console, and you're basically getting a decent. I'd say it's 1080p. Obviously, it's a. You could say it's a 1080p console. Obviously, it's 30 frames per second, but for what it is a console. It's doing it on high settings, and it's amazing. So we've got the BT tower there. There's the tower there to do with BT. I don't know if that's to do with British Telecom, is it? BT, that's what BT stands for, British Telecom. And as you can see, let's have a look. So here we go. That is an amazing tower. They've done a great job on there. I don't know how they 3D scanned it in there. I suppose they used the 3D scanner, like a LiDAR scanner, so they can get it to really height. Unless they used some sort of drone that they must have used to 3D project it. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff I want to get into, doing 3D modelling. But some really good stuff, like really clean modelling. So I think I'd be better off just getting a proper 3D scanner if I'm going to do that at some point. I know there's someone told me they're supposed to be coming now with a 3D camera soon, or 3D LiDAR scanner for cheap, really. But I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. That's the thing. Especially if it catches in this detail. I mean, they've done an amazing job altogether, 3D scanning the entire areas. Must have took them quite a long time. But obviously, they've got all these generic buildings here as well they've put into it. So, I have no idea. But they've done a great job. I love it. I mean, let us know in the comments, guys and girls, what you guys and girls think of this entire sort of flying around London. Do you think it's good? Seeing all these sightseeings. So what's this one here? I'm also trying to find Crystal Palace. I actually been trying to find Crystal Palace. I don't know if that's in London. I think that's in London. Or Kentish Town. I got to try and find Kentish Town, I think, or Kentish, I think it's called. Just fly over Kentish. There's a lot of places in London. So what we got here? What's this one? What's this building? Oh, it's Chelsea Football Club. So for you Chelsea players out there, football players, there we go. This one's for you guys and girls. Just flying over Chelsea Football Club. Because obviously it's got the Chelsea name there as well. I mean, come on, look at that. That looks beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you don't even need to leave the house now to go on plane flights and stuff like. And yeah, if you guys and girls have got any recommendations where you want to fly next, let us know in the comments below, guys and girls. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, some not too bad considering. And what's that one called? All England. What's that? All England something tennis club centre or something. So obviously, right. So we're going to this tennis place or something. I don't know if it's a tennis centre court. Centre court. Centre court. Is it centre court? I can't even see on there. But yeah, I love the river as well. The river actually looks nice with the water reflecting with the sunlight. How they've done this is just beyond me. Really beyond me, to be honest. And look at the buildings as well. Like, obviously, some of them look generic and they look a bit sort of glitchy, and some of the buildings don't look right and all that. But it is an Xbox Series S. Oh, there's another court, tennis court down the bottom then. I'm trying to find Wimbledon as well. I've got to try and find out where Wimbledon is. Tennis court. See if I can pinpoint it and all of that in the right direction. They've got all these other buildings here as well. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. And then we've got all the grass and the scenery as well. The scenery looks incredible. I mean, this is like what you would call an absolute awesome journey. Now here we go. Hang on. There we go. So we've got a tennis court there. There looks like there's a few other courts up here, like tennis courts, tennis players. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 tennis courts. What? 8 tennis courts? Jesus. So it must be like a training facility then or something. That's all I can say. It's a training facility of some sort. Alright. But yeah, as you go around, you fly around, there's a lot to sort of see. I mean, for a £299 console, and for the actual game itself, I'd say the game I paid £120 for when it first came out, and that was on the PC. Now, because I've already got the PC version already, I'm actually entitled to the Xbox Series S version, which is backwards compatible, and you can just download it, and it's a part of your thing because you've already paid for it, so you can play it on the Xbox. So basically called cross-platform. So because it's cross-platform, and basically it's on that area, it's amazing. Let's go forward a little bit, because I think I start flying too much, but too long and sticking to certain areas. So let's go forward about here. Anyway, so I fly back around here to these other bridges, and we go through. I think this is the one where I actually go to the O2 Arena, which I think was actually back then. Oh, here we go. There's the bridge, and then is that? I know, what is that place there? Was that Tower Bridge? The tower, bridge tower, the bridge tower. Is that? I don't know. I don't know, it's like, if you guys and girls like it or enjoyed this episode, give a big thumbs up, do like it, favourite it, share this video guys and girls, so people have not been to London before, because then you'll be going into this journey with me, this long journey. And we've got, look at that beautiful, beautiful sky there. And all these other buildings. Oh yeah, so this is, before we get there, what's this, HSBC Tower, oh so HSBC, yep, got the HSBC symbol. It's a bank I think, HSBC. Right, so we're just coming up to that bit now with the O2 Arena, which James Bond, and I think the MI5, MI6 was originally there. Well, the MI6 or something called MI5 area, I think was back, way back than this, because I think that was up by, yeah, somewhere over that direction. But this is the O2 Arena, which is basically, I think, was it the Millennium Dome before? I don't know why they've changed it for, or if that's a different building altogether. Because actually wasn't it the Millennium Dome? I thought it was the Millennium Dome before, back in 2000, and then they started using it for the O2 Arena and just called it O2 Arena. Where they used, I think they used that O2 Arena during the pandemic to use as a hospital and stuff and all that, because they were running out of hospitals and people like dying left, right, centre and stuff. So that, and people getting ill as well. What's this one? Do you know what? I have no idea where that is or what that building is. Is that like some sort of retirement home or something, or some sort of like getaway home across the thing there?
Oh.
But anyway, like, it is amazing. Like, this game is amazing in itself. The graphics are great. And what was that one called? What's that one called? I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, I fly over to the O2 Arena. You'll see it get really good. I mean, they've done so much work on it. Hopefully they carry on for this update, and we get maybe some less generic buildings in there, and hopefully they do it over time, because they, with Microsoft flight simulators, it's usually they don't update a new game for like the next 20, 30 years or 40 years. I can't remember when the last game that came out for Flight Simulator. Was it 2004 something? Flight Simulator 2004, or such some other game. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful there. Now this is where James Bond was having a like in the hot air balloon, and that woman, basically the bad girl and all that, shot the air balloon because she said she didn't want to be to get killed by this other bloke, and then I think she was like the cigar smoking woman. And then she basically shot the hot air balloon, and he fell. He had to let go before it exploded, and he landed on top of the O2 Arena, and that's World's Not Enough. So check that out, guys and girls. It's a great film, very great film actually. It's one of my favourite films. I think actually World's Not Enough, I think that's the one where Robert Carlyle in it, as one of the blokes who got shot in the head, and he cannot feel pain and stuff and all that, and then he tries to basically team up with this one woman, something called King, I think her name was, and her father owned like a massive sort of oil rig company, and she wanted basically to take over this area, and James Bond had to try and stop her and all that. It's good films, definitely good movies, good for films anyway, at least to watching. But anyway, so basically, if you like James Bond movies, definitely let us know what you think of James Bond films. Are you looking forward to James Bond 25 to come out as well? Let us know in the comments below, guys and girls. And I am almost in, so let's go for a little bit, because I actually fly. I think this one where I'm flying to the base. back to the base, because I actually fly to Heathrow, because I want to take you to Heathrow with me. Actually, I was falling asleep almost while I was flying this last night, and it's yeah. So I was actually I was literally falling asleep while I was playing this. So anyway, so I couldn't find the thing to actually land. So basically, there's no like things to let the people know to land. So I had to I just landed anyway. So yeah, so I couldn't find it. So you'll see in a minute as I land. So I have to go right round, and it is an amazing flight in itself. I mean, I love this plane. This is the CTSL, I think it's called CTSL. It's not a really fast plane, and it's not meant to be fast either. I mean, you can just like sort of relax in this plane. This plane is very, very relaxing. Anyway, so it turns around, so I have to turn it around. The turning, though, I kind of find it's not very turnable. It's not. I mean, planes are not supposed to be really turning fast anyway. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, so here we go. We're going on to the runway 9. I have to try and straighten this out. I don't think I land. Oh, actually, I think I landed really good though. Actually, there we go. Nice to try and get it as straight as possible. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful landing. But and then I put on the brakes as well, as before I get there. There you go. There we go. I put the foot down, and we're good. But yeah, I love that plane. It is amazing. It's probably one of my favourite planes. And look at that. Look at the detail in there, guys and girls. I mean, for this plane, and this is running on the Xbox Series S, and it still looks fantastic. I'd say it's got it on high settings as well, and I had to try and turn off the plane as well. Because there's, I mean, the buttons, I'd say, here we go, so I had to push the parking brake off. Parking brake, I should have put it on actually. So that's the throttle. That's the throttle, I didn't even need that one on there. So and I was trying to work out the buttons. That's to turn on the power. So you've got the power button to turn on and off. But and also you've got a new thing called Garmin, which is basically a sort of thing where you can find out where you are and stuff. A GPS sort of system. So it's a new thing they've put in. I think it's called Garmin 1100 or something. This is an ASX-GS plane. And then I had to try and find out how to switch off. And there was actually a key right in front of me. You'll see in a minute. So the grounds and stuff. Hot air entry. I have no idea what it is. Some of them, the buttons, I just pressed them just to see what they'd done and all that. But I had to turn off the motor somehow. And there's actually a key right in front of me, looking at me. Look, there it goes. That. But that's yeah. So that was to do with the engine, I believe. There we go. Turns off the engine. But anyway, guys and girls, cheers for watching. If you enjoy it, do like, favourite, share, comment, subscribe. And thanks for watching this episode, guys and girls. And see you on the next episode.